If you want to optimize your broadhead performance, you should really check out the torque eliminator. As you guys know, in general, a fixed blade is not going to fly nearly as good as a mechanical. We're not going to get into the arguments of why you should do a fixed versus mechanical. All we're going to talk about is the flight characteristics. One of the big reasons why a fixed blade is not going to fly as good as a mechanical, and even why a mechanical isn't going to typically fly as good as your just field tips, is because you have a lot more going on up front here that can catch wind and catch drag. And so one of the big things outside of just doing your research and choosing a good broadhead is you need to make sure that you've got a well-tuned bow, and beyond that you need to have proper form every time. So for example, if you are shooting a fixed blade or even a mechanical, but if you're torquing your bow even slightly on any shot, then your arrow is going to be coming out of the bow just a little bit cockeyed, either left or right, doesn't matter, and it's just going to be a lot harder for your fletchings to correct the arrow flight, which means that more likely you're going to end up not hitting exactly where you want. Sometimes it's going to be close enough, and other times you're going to be like, I thought I was aiming at the lungs of this deer, and you ended up gut shooting it. So we can't do anything as far as changing the characteristics of the broadheads. But what we do have is the torque eliminator, which is a binary feedback system to let you know whether or not you're torquing your bow. The way that works is it mounts to your sight housing. The front of it is black and the sides are yellow. So when you draw back after you've done your initial setup of how you want the torque eliminator oriented, then you're going to be able to draw back and notice as you're looking through your sight housing, if you can see black, then you know that you're not torquing your bow, which is great. It's going to help you be way more repeatable, and it's really going to help the flight characteristics of your broadheads. Whereas if you're seeing yellow on either side of this fin right here, then you know that you're torquing your bow, and that's just going to become, your groups are going to get wider and wider the more that you're torquing your bow. So luckily we've got the torque eliminator. It fits most sight housings. If it doesn't fit yours, reach out to us and we can probably make you a custom one. But anyway, we know that flight characteristics are super important, because nobody wants to miss a deer or an elk, or gut shoot one. That's even worse. And so we know that this can help you be more accurate. So check us out today.